Alright, so I'm going to show you how to complete the first problem on worksheet 4 of unit 3. And here we're giving it a full isometric view, and then we're expected to make the front, top, and side views. And so we're going to start with the front view down here. The front view is like looking from down here at the shape up and to the right. And so the faces that we're going to see in that view are going to be that bottom kind of weird hexagon and the rectangle on top. And so we're going to pick a point on the shape. We'll pick this one right here, and that's going to be our starting point. So I'm going to place that down near the bottom left of the regular graph paper, and then I'm going to start counting distances on our isometric view and then applying them to our multi-view drawing. So the first distance I'm going to see is how wide the front view should be. And so I have to count the sides of the triangles on here, and I see that there are 13 sides of triangles along this line. And so then I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm going to make a line that's 13 boxes long. Then I'm going to repeat the same process, this time with the height going up from that base point. I can count that there's 4 boxes, and so then I'm going to also count 4 boxes for from that bottom point. After that, I'm going to count across, back to the right. That'll be 8 boxes, and then I'll complete this shape going down 2, and then over 5 and down 2 again. So now I have this bottom hexagon shape that's all drawn on my front view, but I still need to draw this rectangle up here, and I see that that rectangle is the same width as the top section of the shape. It's 8. I just need to see how tall to go up. So I'll count those boxes and see that there are 3, and apply that to my drawing, and then once I have it on my drawing, I can go over and down to complete the front view. Now that I have my front view, I'm going to go and try to create the side view over here. And so to do that, I'm going to first consider where we're going to be viewing from, which will be from like the bottom right up to the left, and then try to see what faces is this view going to show. And the faces are going to be this hexagon up here and then this rectangle down there. One thing that's helpful is that since I already have my front view completed, I can project 2 lines from the top and bottom of it over to where my side view is going to be, because I know that both of these drawings show the height of my object. And so these 2 are going to be helpful, that I'm not going to have to count as much on this drawing. I'll pick a base point again, and I'll show that on my side view, and then from there I'll count how deep the shape is, which is 8, and then I'll apply that here, going 8 along this bottom line. Then I'll go upwards and see that I have to go up for a height of 2, and so I'll draw that. And then since this is a rectangle, I'm just going to fill in the top and side of this rectangle here. But you'll notice that this green line not only is the top of this rectangle, it's also the bottom of the shape up here, since this shape and this shape are stacked right on top of one another. So to go from this point up, I'm just going to go 5, which will get me all the way to that height line that I was at before. Then I'm going to go over another 5 before I go down 3. And then I'm going to continue the shape, so over and down. And that is the side view. Now for my last view, which is the top view, I'm going to consider where that will be looking from. That's looking from the top down, and that'll show us 3 different faces. All of them are rectangles. What this view has in common with our front view is that they both have the same width, and so I'm going to project that width over, and then I'll pick a base point to be that back left corner, which will be this top left corner on my top view. I'll then count how far down this line is, which is another 5, and draw that right along here. Then I'm going to actually connect all the way along the back, because this is all just one straight edge. And so that went from this base point all the way over to the other base point along the whole width of the shape. Now, in order to figure out where this cutoff is, I'm actually going to use my front view, and I'm going to project a line upward, because now I know that this line is actually going to run along here and here. And so I can draw a line all the way, the full 5 plus another 3 of the shape, before I can start going across to where I started here, and then I'm going to draw the right side, which is 8, and continue all the way across the front and connect back up to my starting point. This is the top view except for the circles, so I need to look at each circle individually. This circle has a diameter of 3, and I can see that by counting the side lengths of triangles that go across it. There are 3 triangles, and so I'll make a circle that has a diameter of 3 that's also centered in this rectangle. And so the center point is right there. Then the same thing, I'll look at this circle, which is a diameter of 2, and then I'll place that circle centered in this rectangle with a diameter of 2 squares, because in the center of here there are 2 side lengths of a circle. Thank you very much for watching.